What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamer Dad channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. I have a very interesting comment that I wanted to talk about briefly because it's one of those things that I continue to see more and more in the Division community. My last video, I talked about, how sometimes gamers will blame content creators for the problems they perceive in the game, or some problems that are actually, that actually do exist in the game. There are problems that exist in Tom Clancy's The Division 2. There are times where I've mentioned in most of my videos that the developers don't value the time of the players. I think I've been saying this since like 2019, 2020. And so in my last video, I was like, at the end of the day, content creators are not your problem simply because they're players like you, and everyone's got their own opinions on everything that goes down in this game. In that same video, I kid you not, somebody said, "You're part of the problem." Basically what they said to me. The only hope we have of saving this game is if the community stands together, united against these changes. Now, okay, you want me, who I'm not perturbed by these changes, to come and stand united with you, who is perturbed about the changes. Can we not have differences in opinions? Can we not have differences in our preferences? We can. That's what I was trying to convey in that video. I guess it's my fault. I should have been a lot clearer in the way things are. This person said, when people who haven't been around since the beginning say things like, "It's not so bad, embrace the change, it dilutes our boycott power." I never said you should embrace the change. I never said it's not so bad. I said I have no problem with it, but if you have a problem with it, then it's a valid concern. I said that in that video like 3 times. It's your choice. And here's the beautiful thing. All this talk about since the beginning of what? Been playing Division since 2016, been making videos on it since 2016. Didn't play the closed beta of Division 1, but I played the open beta. So, I'm a March baby, just like many of the OGs. The beautiful thing about video games is this. You, the player, you have the ultimate power. Not the content creators, not the developers. You. Why? Because you can actually, basically, suffocate this game into oblivion. You could delete the game and forget about it. That is the ultimate power that the player has. If you don't want to spend money on the game, do not spend money on the game. However, don't expect other people to join you in that particular regard. Do what you want to do. Let me tell you something that would shock many of you, and maybe some of you it's not shocked you. I played Warlords of New York. I bought that DLC, and the first season, you remember, guys, it was free, right? The season track. Every other season track since then, I have not paid a dime for. Why? Because I am not giving Ubisoft Massive $9 for them to make me go run around Washington, D.C. and New York to get a freaking mask. But I have never told anybody, hey, don't go pay for the season track. Do what you want. It's your choice. Right? And so that's basically how we roll in the Division community. It really is that way. What is my power in this situation? I don't pay for the season pass. Massive is not getting my $10. No, I'm not giving it to you guys. That's basically how I roll. Now, in terms of the what do they call it? The track to unlock the those specializations. Remember, you could get it if you had I think it was like the 1 edition of the game where you can unlock tactician, gunner, and whatever. I paid for that thing on my other characters, because I was starting a new account. So I was like, man, I'm not farming this stuff, all over again. So I paid to unlock it so that I can then farm it. But that was about it. So once they told me about the season track, I'm like, man, you guys have lost your dadgum minds. But we all have our opinions about the game. This is the approach that we've always taken with the Division. I think because, this particular game has stretched so long, sometimes it's easy for us to basically forget. And again, I don't want to minimize, that content creators can sometimes have influence on the game. I saw this from the Division 1 days. There are specific mechanics I can actually point out. You'd be very surprised, on how the developers seem to have been influenced by content creators. This is a thing. But in the case of this particular season track, I don't know anybody who got consulted before the developers made that decision. I didn't get consulted. No one told me anything, and I would hate for someone to have told me anything anyways. So again, delete the game. Come play Elden Ring, God willing, 21st of June. Elden Ring brings out the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. It's going to be a phenomenal DLC. It is going to be far better than Warlords of New York. I am a Division player saying it. Elden Ring came in and it changed the game and it redefined what every AAA developer should be aspiring towards in terms of their player base. For real. For real. Now, many of you may not be, you may not be into those kinds of games. Maybe you should be into those kind of games so that you're not coming out here on YouTube telling me that I'm part of the problem. Go play a different game with me. Come on, let's go. We're gonna need people to go take out these bosses, man. Division has, I said Division. Elden Ring's got co-op. It's also got PvP as well too. Now I know it's all swords and hack and slash and magic, but you might like it. Try it out for a change. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe some of us need a break from the Division, and I took a very long break. It's nice to get those breaks in. Took a big fat break. Like, some people didn't even know if I even existed anymore. I was here. I was in the shadows, just smiling and laughing. Ha 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 ha. That's how you do it, man. Keep your sanity in check. I'm not your problem. I'm not part of your problem. I don't make the Division. I don't know where the code base is. I don't even know what the engine freaking looks like. All I know, the engine I know what it looks like is Unreal Engine. Been sitting here working and chiming in with trying to make my own video game because again, a lot of times this stuff, they sometimes push us or inspire us. Maybe I want to make my own game so I can see how it is. Maybe I want to make my own game to kind of see if I can serve a community of gamers that will be able to appreciate it. I can appreciate them and take their feedback. But until then, I am not the developer of this game. I'm the developer of my own game, so maybe you can yell at me in that context. So stay tuned. I'll be giving you guys more details on that. Okay? And if you want to try out the season characters, by all means, try it out. If not, delete the game or don't try it out. Your choice. Okay? I'll be playing Elden Ring. See you in what the heck is what the heck do we call the land the land in between or something? Peace out.